Guys, how we doing? Simon from MaxTune. It's another episode trying to explain stuff from the tuning industry to help you and help you make a good decision, whether you're a customer or you're someone or a garage or someone looking to try and get into the tuning industry. What are the tips and tricks? What do you see? What do you come across? So yeah, today I wanted to answer the question, will a tool read every car? The answer to that is no. And there are an awful lot of tools out there. Well, I say awful lot. There's probably about 10 you're going to be interested in. And each tool will be slightly different. It will read slightly different cars, trucks, marine, tractor, agricultural. It will read different things. And you have to make a decision about what's best for you when you're looking to purchase a tool. So a tool won't read absolutely everything. There are quite a few tools that have awesome coverage and they will read a lot of things, but they won't read everything. So for example, Genius, Dim Sport Genius tool will read an awful lot of stuff through the OBD port. I mean, it really will. Like the coverage is quite extensive, but it won't read anything through the on the bench. So with the ECU out, it's an OBD tool only. But it will cover a lot of things. Then you've got sort of TRAS data, which will only read things on the bench. And that coverage is huge, absolutely massive, but you're going to have to pull the ECU out every time. And that's not everybody's bag. That's not a lot of people's bag to be able to do that. They want to be able to just sort of plug it in the OBD port and off you go. Auto Tuner will do an awful lot of new stuff. It's great for VAG, it's great for BM, it's great for Mercs. You can read gearboxes, you can do all sorts of stuff. That's OBD and bench together. That's a really awesome tool, but it's expensive. You know, you're talking nearly £3,000 for a slave. Whereas the Genius is only 1,600 quid. That's what we charge, I think, for a slave. But that will only do OBD. So Auto Tuner is great. The older stuff, it's not so good at. It's starting to get better at the older stuff. But new stuff, it is really good, and we really like it. But then, for example, then you've got, say, something like the KES 3, which the coverage is great, and that's got OBD and bench in it as well. You know, and that coverage is great as well. It depends on what you're doing. If you're just doing BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, stuff like that, we would recommend an auto tuner. But Genius will do it just the same, and the coverage is awesome, but it's not, it's really hard to explain. It's not quite as slick maybe as the auto tuner, but if you're just starting out, it doesn't matter. You want to be able to read the car safely, securely, and not balls it up really. That's the idea, and Genius is fantastic for that. But something like trucks, if you want to read HGVs, big trucks, and you can tune, you've got access to companies that want their vehicles tuned like HGV and trucks, with hands down, Genius is the best tool. It has the most coverage and is so secure and is so good at doing trucks, tractors. It's so good at those, and I wouldn't recommend Auto Tuner or KES for those. It's just, they are just not the right tools for those. Trucks, lorries, tractors, anything, like they'll do things like, Dim Sport will do things like forklifts, like random bulldozers, diggers, all construction stuff. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal, but it will only do it through the OBD port. So TRAS data and Genius together, if you're doing trucks, wow, that is the one. But if you're only doing BMW, VAG, Merc, it's maybe not the right tool. We'd say, you know, potentially go for a KES or an auto tuner, those two. So no, not every tool will read every car. There are significant differences between them. And if you're unsure, you can do a lot of research. We've got huge explanations on our website, or you can give us a call and we're happy to explain. It's like, we'll take on board what business you do, and then we can advise about what the best tool is. So just going after a tool because your mate uses it, who does, I don't know, BMW VAG group stuff, but you want to go out and do boats and construction, you're not going to want the same tool because they just don't read the same stuff. They don't have that huge coverage that other tools have, or the different coverage. So with tools, anybody that says, oh, you know, this is the best tool, it depends on what situation you're in and what vehicles you want to read depends on whether it's the best tool or not. You know, everything's got its niche. Some tools will have a bigger coverage, but they may be a little bit more difficult to use, or they're not quite as flashy in the software that they use to operate them and stuff like that. But they're awesome at what they do. Others are really simple, really easy, but they do a smaller coverage. But if that's all you need, then that's perfect for you. So yeah, if you're unsure, please feel free, give us a call. Or you can check out our website, there's loads of information on there. But yeah, when you're going to purchase a tool, speak with people, speak to the potential masters or the potential file providers that you're looking at as to what would be the best tool for you. We will always be able to try and help you. We'll get information from you. What sort of vehicles are you looking at? What sort of vehicles do you do? What sort of customers do you have? And then we can look at the tools that we provide and go, right, well, this one is going to be the best one for you. You can get this, it will do that, but it's not as reliable or it's not as good on those vehicles that you want to do, so on and so forth. So we can give you the best advice possible. At the end of the day, it's your money, it's your choice what you want to do, but we will try and give you the most information possible to make a sound and judged opinion that's best for you. So anybody that says that this tool can read everything, yeah, talking rubbish. And anybody says this is the best tool out there, talking rubbish. Because as I explained, it depends on the situation that you're in and it depends on the vehicles you want to read. So I hope that helps explain. If you need any more information about that, please feel free, give us a call. All right, take care, guys.